we would fight for what is ours. And we will win.
One has successfully made a film as an independent filmmaker. The entire struggle you feel is over, and then you realize you have to get the movie out, and so you need a distributor. So this almost seems like something that never gets over. When you actually make a film all by yourself, it's a whole new world. So to get a distributor, how do you go about doing it? How do you get that movie into a theater or into digital? That itself is something you can't say, I made my movie, someone else is going to do it. The process is very much you running to find a sales agent. The sales agent should hopefully find you a distributor. A sales agent, again, you can find someone who likes your movie, hopefully, because they're chased by so many. And then they go to the AFM, which is the largest seller-buyer mart in Santa Monica, a very close-knit community, obviously, with relationships. If you're an outsider, an indie filmmaker, that itself becomes a question mark. So, the journey never ends because you've invested money, you've got producers who've invested. If you don't have a studio backing you, you take it to a film mart, you're hoping the distributor is found over there, and then the distributor says, I need the money that I use for marketing, comes off the top, and I take 30% whether you make money or not. So it seems to be a very close-knit affair where it's not as transparent as one hopes it is, and you are constantly relying on relationships where you hope that the salesperson who finds you the distributor is really looking out for you and is working your angle on the film, marketing it, loving the film, and saying this movie is going to be the one that you have to get out. Otherwise, you get undercut, undersold. You may get an MG, a very low-ball MG, which is MG is a minimum guarantee, or you may get nothing and hope for the best at the end. Again, I would recommend people do what I do. I just went cold. I Googled. I sent out a film to CAA, who I didn't know anyone, and they were quite wonderful. They did call me back, took me on board, and they found roadside distributions who were amazing. So I think I pretty much lucked out, apart from the fact that I was dogged, saying, what do you mean I won't find a distributor? I just went and I said, who's the best? And I went and sent them my film. So a little bit of audacity, a little bit of just pursuing what you want is required, because getting a distributor, honestly, very difficult and harder than making the film. You obviously go to different festivals, you hope people see it, but then there are all these deals also that some distributors do with the sales agent, because they're doing 10 movies, 5 movies, pack it. So they're not really looking out only for the filmmaker's best interests. So you are your best ambassador, you have to plug your film, you do the research, you do the marketing plan, and pretty much hand it and saying, I've done all this work. And that's pretty much how you will hopefully get a good distributor and hope for the film to come out. I would advise very strongly to get a lawyer so that your interests are protected.